of marketingprofessor.com with my friend Paul Colligan, who happens to be a big fan of the Apple iPad that is forthcoming. And a few weeks ago I put out a video that talked about a caution when it comes to the iPad, basically saying that if you are someone that is inclined to technical gadgets and it distracts you from your business, you need to be careful as you evaluate purchasing or pre-purchasing perhaps an iPad. So Paul, you have an interesting angle on this, an interesting project that's going on. Tell folks what you're doing.
Well, first of all, you're absolutely right. You are absolutely right. There's a tendency to take tech and figure out what the tech means to your business and spend a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of money, and that type of stuff. So you were dead right. However, you were also dead wrong. The thing about the iPad, there's a couple of things in the iPad that make it quite possibly one of the most productive business purchases you will ever make in your entire life. Now, we don't know, because I don't have one. You know, when you said I'm a big fan of the concept, and I will definitely admit that. But let me tell you a couple of concepts that I adhere to. Number one, focus. Okay? Right now, people buy, you can barely see it, but over to the right, Travis there has a laptop which looks incredibly powerful, probably good enough to run NORAD or something like that. And internet marketers, we do that. We buy these big computers that do a million things, and as a result, we have a million screens open at once. We have our Twitter reader over here, and we have our feed reader, and we have instant messaging, and then we have Google plugins, and we have all these things. So we're at this command central, getting absolutely nothing done. The iPad, and something that a lot of people complain about, the iPad has one program at a time functionality. You can't run multiple programs, multitasking. A lot of people go, oh, that's bad, that's bad. No, that's very good. If you have a device that makes you focus on one thing, now you'll have to think, oh, do I really want to quit email to go to Twitter? Do I really want to leave Twitter to go to the web? This is something that really is going to focus people, number one. Number two, people, especially internet marketers, especially tech lovers, we love our gadgets and all the things they can do. People go, oh, well, the internet access only gives you access to the iPad, which doesn't even have Hulu. Exactly. You want to talk a time distractor, it's Hulu, it's YouTube, it's all these different websites. Well, if you can't do Hulu, if you can't do all this free stuff, that's going to focus you as well. So we've got a device. Actually, at the presentation, I think the thing that Jobs did the best was he talked about how we have these computers capable of running NORAD on one end. We have a cell phone on the other, and what's in the middle? Netbooks. I have a couple of netbooks. I've been playing in the netbook space. Mm-hmm. I'll trust you me this. The thing that he said, what are they good for? Absolutely nothing. Say it again. Absolutely right. It's not the best of both worlds. It's the worst of both worlds. And so as a result, we've got a device now. I like to go to events. We're at an event right now. I'm not in my hotel room answering email. I'm networking. I'm chatting with people. That's not why I go to events. If I want to answer email, I can do that at home, not have to get on an airplane.
But in time, the iPad is going to be enhanced, right? And you'll be able to run multiple apps and all this stuff. Yeah, we'll just the phone.
In time it will be, but actually, if it never is, I actually think we're in a better place. So now we got a device where I'm only going to be able to do email. The great thing is I can take a keyboard if I want it. I can take the keyboard on it. It's a full screen, so I don't have to worry about touch typing. I got a thing that will only surf the web, not distract me with flash ads and this kind of stuff. I've got my contact base all synced. I've got my calendar all synced. I was thinking to myself, everything on this iPad is everything I need to run my business. Well, what about video editing? It's not smart for me to edit video. I need to give my video editing over to a video editor. You see, and if I'm on my own computer, powered by 18 quads, I might think that I need to be editing my own video. I don't need to be editing my own video. I need to tell my video editor, here, edit this video. I can do that on an iPad. So I realized that more and more. Anyway, to make a long story short, I decided I'm going to buy an iPad the day it comes out, and I'm going to run my business on nothing but the iPad for 30 days.
30 days.
I'm going to run my business on nothing but the iPad for 30 days. No computers, no mice, no passwords.
You're seeing a lot less of him in Google Buzz,
no.
And a lot less of him in Twitter.
I can do Google Buzz.
It's probably a good thing. You're probably going to get some meaningful
get some work
things
done. Yeah, exactly. No, I'll be in Google Buzz. There's a browser app for that. There's a Twitter app. There's these things, but I'm going to be more methodical. I'm going to be more strategic. I'm going to have a thing the size of a notebook that runs 10 hours of battery life. If I want to take it to the park, I live right next door to a park that has municipal Wi-Fi.
Well, wait a second. Hold on. So you're going to run it for your business for 30 days.
30
you're not
days.
going to touch a PC or a Mac.
Not going to touch a PC or a Mac.
Okay, so what are you hoping to accomplish? What are you going to discover? What are you hoping to discover as a part of this experiment?
Well, a couple of things. A, I hope to give back to the community what it's good for and what it isn't good for.
Fair enough.
So I'm going to read paulsipad.com is the blog where I'm going to be chronicling all this. So I think it's going to be good. I don't know. And a lot of times we buy things and we don't know whether or not it's going to be good, so we leave it on the shelf. I think it's going to be good. After 30 days, I'm going to know the good, the bad, and the ugly, so I'm going to report on that, A. B, there's some app productivity products that I've been working with that I've contacted about this project. I'm going to get early copies of their stuff to beta test that as well to help that. C, completely independent of the iPad, I think a month with complete and total focus that only lets me do the stuff I need to do and doesn't distract me of the stuff that I find myself doing otherwise, I think it's going to be a really good experiment for me. And my hope is when all this is done, I sell all my netbooks, I sell all my notebooks, I have a big computer that runs everything, and an iPad. I think that's how it's going to end, but I don't know. And the only way you're going to find out is by tuning in to paulsipad.com.
Interesting. Well, it sounds like a very interesting experiment. I will definitely...
It's an experiment.
I think we have to call it an
It's an experiment.
We don't even have a product yet.
Exactly.
Do we have a date?
April 3rd, just got announced this morning. So April 3rd, I'm going to... for fun, I'm going to...
Wait, April 3rd is the date you're going to launch your blog, or April 3rd is when the...
Blog is up. Blog is live. As of the time of this recording, it's really ugly. The designer's fixing that up right now. April 3rd is the day I'll be able to get it in the store. I will stream that live from my iPhone. And I will stream the purchasing of it live. I will stream the unboxing of it live. I will stream everything live. And then at some point, I will turn off the iPhone. And then for the next 30 days... I will run the business. And what's fun is that there's a couple of twists that the public doesn't know about yet. There's a couple of twists during those 30 days that will increase the potential use of this thing considerably.
Interesting.
And I'm not going to say the word international or anything like that, but there's going to be some interesting twists during that time that should be fun.
Anybody that follows Paul long enough knows interesting is
interesting twists, exactly.
Well, I'm excited to see how it unfolds. I'm going to be watching. Hopefully, you'll be watching. Again, the domain name is what?
paulsipad.com.
paulsipad.com, the 30-day experiment.
I do want to stress, I really appreciate what Travis said about this thing as a distraction. You're dead on. You are dead on. And very few people are saying that, so I appreciate you for saying that. All tech needs to be examined for what it, it's not what can I make this tech do for my business. It's what do I need to do in my business, comma, does this tech help? Mm-hmm. Now the great thing is I have the luxury of being a guy who gets to play with gadgets and gets paid for reporting on gadgets and that kind of stuff. So I have the luxury to do this experiment. I don't recommend that normal people do it. I by no means am normal, but everything you said, Travis, about it being a potential distracting is absolutely true. Dead on true. And whether it be the iPad or the next product, I've got a Zune shirt on from Microsoft, whatever it is, don't let it distract you from getting your business done. Tech is there to do your bidding, not you are there to do tech's bidding.
Exactly. Do not be enslaved to tech, but enslave tech to your business.
Ooh, like that.
All right, well, this is Travis Campbell of marketingprofessor.com with my special guest, Paul Colligan. Check out his site, and I look forward to speaking with you next time on the web.
paulsipad.com.
Bye-bye.